So we got our first look at the new Assassin's Creed game, and I gotta say, man, I'm not impressed. I'm actually just really annoyed right now. We have two main protagonists, one female, one male, just like Odyssey. I'm gonna be using Neo. I hope I said that right. A female Japanese character. And for the male character, they're gonna be using Yasuke. Now, I'm annoyed because they're using Yasuke, and I'm gonna tell you why. Yasuke is what they want to say is the first black Japanese samurai, when in all actuality, he was not even a samurai.
That's what
he was a retainer. So he wasn't even a full-blown samurai. And for all of the characters they could have used for Japan, all these kind of different people they could have picked from, they picked Yasuke. Why do they pick Yasuke?
You know why?
Because he's black. So in context, that doesn't matter to me. Because in all the Assassin's Creed games, every single character has been of some kind of different race and nationality. So that doesn't matter to me. That's fine. But you have to understand what day and age we're in. You have to understand the kind of social shit that they want to try to get across in these video games now. So instead of using a Japanese man in a game based in Japan, like they did with the other Assassin's Creed games, Altair, he was an Arab, obviously. One of my favorites, Connor, in Assassin's Creed 3, he was Native American, that was fine. And the most famous of them all, Ezio Auditore, who was Italian. So why in all those games would you have a character representative of the region they're from? But in this game, you want to demote a Japanese man and then use Yasuke.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. And pretty much, as you saw in the video, you had this so-called black man, going into, this video game called Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm going to do another video, of course, emphasizing on that because, it doesn't make any sense, what he said, okay? You have, Esau, Edom, a so-called white man going into, oh, well, if a person is from such and such, then that person that's native to that land would be the main character and this, that, and the third. But that doesn't make sense. All right. We were scattered among all nations. All right. Our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. And I showed you in the book. All right. From Babylon to Timbuktu. OK, I think it was page 68. I'm going to try to get it, if I can. All right. You can buy this book from Babylon to Timbuktu. All right. By Rodolph Windsor. Okay, it says a history of ancient black races, including the black Hebrews. Okay, you can pick this book up, and I already showed you, all right, in the last video, okay, of it talking about, us escaping from Roman persecution, all right, in Israel, because that's where we were. Okay, and that's what it is, man. And this Jake, okay, which is Jake means short for Jacob. All right, that's short for Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, I sometimes call our people Jake. All right, it's short, for our people. But the point being is that, of course, these other nations, all right, are not going to tell you who Yusuke, I think that's his name, Yasuke or Yusuke or something like that. That's the name of the guy that they were talking about as the protagonist of this video game, right? All right, they're not going to tell you that he was a samurai, even if they would have known that. All right, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you, all right, they haven't even told you who you are. You still running around calling yourself black. All right, I'm black. All right, when you look up the word black, it goes into being evil. All right, corrupt, wicked. All right, tainted. That's what that means. That's what black means, man. All right, white means pure, clean, holy. All right, innocent. That's what that means. So it's a pseudo of words that the so-called white man has put out, all right, on our people, and he propped himself up to be white, all right? Here it is, you trying to defend a nation that don't give a damn about you, all right? And you don't even know who you are. You don't even know yourself, all right? You call yourself black, African American. That's the name of two different white men, all right? Leo Scipios Africanus, all right, which conquered Africa. All right, then you got Americanus Vespucci, all right, that conquered America. All right, that's where you get the names from. All right, those are two so-called white men. All right, that has nothing to do with us. So how are we African American? All right, so you don't know who you are, and you trying to defend a people that don't give a fuck about you. They hate your guts, man. All right, but they sure will try to rap like you. They'll dress like you. All right, put the cap on backwards. All right, even they calling them each other niggas, man. All right, you even got the so-called white man and the white woman calling each other niggas and this, that, and the third, man. Trying to act like Keisha. Okay? But here it is, you're trying to defend a nation that don't care about you, and you don't even know yourself. All right? In the scriptures, you're the Israelites, man. Okay? You know, and that's the problem with our people. You don't know nothing, man. So let's get it. All right? So this is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. Okay? It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because they have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Okay, so yeah, since our people, all right, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, we rejected the Lord, you know, back then. All right, so the Lord took us out of our leadership. He put us in captivity, okay, which is slavery, spoken of in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right, and you can read that whole chapter. It talks about slavery. It talks about us being put on cargo slave ships, which I'm going to get in a second. All right, but the point being is that our people are destroyed, all right, for a lack of knowledge. They don't know who they are, all right? They're just blind. They call themselves black, African American, Mexican, Hispanic, all right, Native American. That's not your nationality, man. All right, everybody has a biblical nationality. It's in the scriptures, okay? And a lot of you don't believe, you don't care. All right, you say that the scriptures are written by a so-called white man. That's not true. All right, King James was painted over. All right, he was a so-called black man. The heathens, they painted over his image, man. Okay, just like they did the Messiah, Jesus, what you call Jesus Christ, man. All right, the true names. All right, the Most High's name is Yahweh. Okay, in the Paleo Hebrew, his name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Yeshua. None of those foolish damn names, man. It's Yahweh. Okay, in the Paleo Hebrew, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right. So that's what it is, man. And you don't know who you are. You don't know your power. You don't know where you come from. You talking about Africa's the motherland. No, it's not. It's Israel. And I proved that in my last video. You want to know about it? Go to my last video and watch it, man. Okay? All right? Prove that. All right? That Israel or Jerusalem is the motherland. All right? And that's where we come from. It's the mother of us all. All right? We fled down there into Africa. All right? During 70 AD. Okay? By Titus. Okay? Being persecuted by the Romans, the so-called white man. All right, so we hid and fled to blend in Africa. All right, then the Africans, they found out about us. All right, they rounded us up, sold us off to all these nations, everybody else, man. So-called Japanese, Chinese, all right, so-called white man, of course. All right, so-called Arabs, all these nations that had us in captivity. All right, but meanwhile, you got a problem, all right, with the protagonist of this video game, all right, being a so-called black man. All right, and that's not hard to believe. All right, that Yasuke or Yusuke, whatever his name is, the first samurai, is what they're saying. All right, people, the so-called white man, he's not a samurai. He was just a servant. He was just a jester. You know, that's what you want it to be. All right, and even if he wasn't, they wouldn't tell you. All right, they haven't told you your true nationality. They haven't told you who you are according to the Bible. All right, they calling you black, African American, niggers, spick, wetbacks. All right, redskins. That's not a nationality, man. Okay, those are proverbs and bywords that our enemies have putting on us. All right, which is in the scriptures in Deuteronomy as proverbs and bywords. All right, that's a curse. All right, which, you know, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go ahead and let the scriptures speak, man. All right, so let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right, and we'll start at verse 68. Okay, I didn't get this one in my last video because it was going to be long. When it's going to be way too long, man. You know, but I'm going to get it this video, all right? So it's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. All right, so the Lord says he's going to bring us into Egypt again. All right, and what does it say? With ships, by the whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And what does that mean? We're not going to see our homeland again. All right, the scriptures say that the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again with ships. All right, look at the back of your dollar bill. All right, look at the back of your dollar bill. What do you see on there? You see a pyramid. Okay. All right, so this is modern day Egypt. All right, you can look in the book of Revelation. It says spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's what America is. Okay, let's read on. It says, thou shalt see it no more again, which is our homeland. We're not going to see Israel again. Okay. It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, not your friend. Okay, these other nations are not your fucking friends, man. All right, they're not gonna, even if Yusuke, like I said, if Yasuke or Yusuke, if he was a samurai, the first samurai, they wouldn't tell you that. All right. Just like they didn't tell you that the Messiah is a so-called black man. Written in Revelations, the 1st chapter, the 13th verse, man. On down. All right. It gives its description, okay, of what the Messiah looks like. All right. Skin like bronze, as if it burned in a furnace, which means he was very dark. Okay. Very dark complexion. Okay. But here it is. You still in your churches worshiping white Jesus. All right. Worshiping another God, which is a real man. Okay, Caesar Borgia is a real man. Okay, you look him up. He slept with his sister, man. He committed incest. He killed his own brother. All right, to take power. All right, to take his position, man. Okay, for power. All right, that's how these Edomites, the so-called white man, gets down, man. All right, they'll fuck over each other. All right, they're devils, man. Devils. Okay, they're Satan. They're Lucifer in the scriptures that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, you can read that in the book of Revelation, 13th chapter. All right, explain it. I explain that plenty of times, you know, on this channel, man. Okay, and you just can't get it, man. The brothers out there on the highways and byways, we're pushing this truth out, man. We make these videos, or we go out on the street corners, we're preaching. All right, you walk by. All right, you don't even acknowledge what we're saying. All right, we try to get your attention. You don't want to fucking hear it. You talking all kinds of shit online. All right. And various things like that. But the second that Vladimir Putin came out and showed you the artifacts that was in the catacombs of the prophets and the Messiah, now all of a sudden you believe it? Oh, well, we've been knowing we the chosen people, but you still act like niggas, man. All right, you're not trying to keep the commandments of the scriptures. Yeah, you're the chosen people, but you're not trying to come back to the Heavenly Father. You're not trying to keep the commandments, okay, at all. You still out here committing adultery. You still out here smoking weed. All right, getting tattoos, man. All right, you women, you still out here being whores and sluts. All right, I'm independent. I don't need no man. The scriptures don't teach that, man. Okay, I'm a lesbian. I'm a homosexual. The scripture said he created man and woman. All right, he didn't create man trying to be the woman, woman trying to be a man. See, that's why this place is called Babylon. All right, which means Babel, which goes back to the word Babel, which means land of confusion. Everybody's fucking confused. They don't know who they are. They don't know what's going on. All right. Men trying to be women. Women trying to be men. It's confusion out here, man. And it's going to, if you stay in that mind state, the Lord's going to kill you right along with the rest of these heathens, man, in America, man. Because the Lord's coming back to destroy America, man. Okay. He don't care if you man. He don't care if you're a woman. He don't care if you're a child. He don't care about your status. He don't care how good you look. All right, if you're not right, the Lord gonna fucking kill you, and that's just the bottom line. Okay. All right, so let's read on, man. Let's get verse 54. Okay, let's get verse 54. One of the curses, man. Okay, so it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. All right, which is what? Black on black crime. All right, so your eye being evil towards your brother. There was a time where our people were very loving towards each other. And nowadays, it's hard to believe. Our people hate each other. You women, you hate your men. You know, all because the so-called white man got some power and he's over us. All right, you decided to join him. All right, like an idiot. Okay, the Lord gonna destroy you for that, man. Okay? That doesn't mean you're supposed to join the wicked, all because he got money and power. All right, that's foolish, which goes to show you don't have no integrity. Or you hate your own men. All right, and that includes you men. Are you going up there to Hollywood? Are you in the music industry? You taking a bag, all right, that Satan gave you. All right, so-called white man. You know, up in that music industry so you can push more destruction and witchcraft and spells upon our people. All right, to destroy our people. The Lord gonna judge you for that. All right, you sexy reds, you damn, what was that other bitch's name, man? I forgot. You know, Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and all of you damn people that's up in that industry. The Lord gonna fucking kill you, man. Okay? You know, excuse my language, but I gotta put it out that way. All right, the Lord gonna fucking kill you. All right, because this getting out of hand is ridiculous, man. You know, all them damn devils coming up against the main protagonist of this video game. And it's really not even about the video game, you know, this video. But, you know, I'm just doing a lesson on it because it's just so stupid. It's stupid, but it goes to show how ignorant our people are. All right? And they're trying to prop themselves up, or the so-called Japanese, Chinese and these other nations try to pop themselves up to these great, glorious warriors, and all we are is just servants, swinging on vine trees in Africa, all right, and came here as slaves, and that's it. That's the end of our history. That's not true, man. All right, we were the Moors. All right, we were the Irish. Okay, we were ruling in the Dark Ages. That's why it's called the Dark Ages. We were ruling in that time, man. Okay, all that rich history gone, man. But our history is in this book, and not only is it history, it's prophecy, which means to say before. So a lot of things are going to happen in the earth, all right, which is America being destroyed, all these other countries and these nations being destroyed. They're going into slavery. You so-called white people, you're going into slavery. All right, you other nations, you're going into slavery. Okay, for all the wickedness and evil and the deceit that you have pushed upon the people. All right, and various things like that. So let's read on, man. All right, get this curse, man. Verse 54, let's read it again. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. All right, which goes into what? Single parent households. That was prophesied for that to happen unto us. You know why? Because we wasn't keeping the commandments of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. We were breaking the commandments. So the Lord said, you know what? You're going to go into captivity on slave ships. All right? And your enemies are going to rule over you. All right? Since you want to be a heathen so much. All right? You want to disobey his commandments. You want to follow the ways of the other nations. So guess what? I'm going to have these heathens rule over you. And that's what's happening right now in 2024. All right? There are all other nations ruling over us. We don't have shit. Okay? The Lord took everything from us. He took our culture from us. Not black culture. That's not our culture. All right? Black culture comes from the so-called white man. That's his culture. Putting on a goddamn shiesty. Running around robbing, raping, murdering, killing, lying, stealing. That's what they do. Not us. Okay? So they put that culture upon us. All right? As if we're, the faces of crime. That's what they do. In the music industry, they're always getting arrested. And various things of that nature, man. Getting arrested like an NBA YoungBoy. Facing up to 250 some years, all right, for stealing the identity, I think, some Edomite woman, some so-called white woman. All right, he got persecuted over that. Talking about giving him 250 years, man. Keeping us as the face of crime. That's what they do. Okay? Pushing all this death and destruction in the music industry. All right, upon our people. You know why? Because they're under control of the so-called white man. They're controlling the industry. All right, them fake. All right, you know what? That's down there in Israel today. They're not the people of the Lord, man. Okay? They're not the people. Okay? And they control everything here in America. The medical, the entertainment industry, everything. Through witchcraft. Okay? Sorcery. All right? That's what America's ran by. You look at the logos like your Starbucks logo. Or you look at the Fox News logo. Okay? You look at the, what do they call it? The numerology. All right, of the word Fox, which is 666. Okay, so this place is ruled by Satan, which is the Edomites, the so-called white man. You're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, and that's just the facts, man. All right, you're in rulership, Esau, Edom. All right, red, not white. You're red. Okay, which red symbolizes crime. All right, what crime goes into the word crimson, C-R-I-M, crimson, crime. Red, all right, which is what? A transgressor, a murderer, okay? That's what you are, all right? Not according to just skin color. This is according to bloodline, all right? This is a bloodline thing. This is a spiritual thing, really, okay? It's not about how you look. It's not about your skin color, all right? It goes by your father. You are who your father is, man, okay? So let's read on, man. Let's get 64, verse 64, man. Skip on down there, man. Actually, we'll start at verse 58 again. All right, so it says, if thou would not observe to do all the words of this law, and what's the law? The scriptures. King James Bible, scriptures. Okay, if you don't observe to do the law, all right, it says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God, it says, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues of long continuance and sore sickness and long continuance. You see that? All right, so the Lord said if we didn't follow and keep the commandments, hey, the curses is going to come upon us. All right, sicknesses, diseases, various other things of that nature. So let's go to verse 64. Okay, What does it say? It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. So yes, like I mentioned earlier, all right, the Lord scattered us, all right, across the four corners of the earth. All the nations took hand in our captivity. It wasn't just a so-called white man. All the nations took hand in our captivity, man. All right, tells you that in Psalms, what was it, 83? Psalms, the 83rd chapter. You can read that from the first verse on down. It tells you all the nations that are against us, that hate us, that don't like us. Okay, and that's mainly the elites. All right, the elites that run the world, man. Okay, that's behind closed doors pulling the strings. Not Joe Biden. He ain't doing shit, man. All right, he's just a placeholder. Okay? If you know the scriptures talk about that this man wants to be God. All right, so-called white man wants to be God. So he's not going to come out himself, all right, and be your president. All right, he's behind closed doors. All right, just like in the scriptures, all right, in order to get approval from the Most High, you have to go through the Son. Okay? You can't just skip the Son and go to the Most High, all right, and think he's going to listen to you. Well, it's through the Son. Okay, he's the medium. All right. And then once Yahushua gets that message, then he'll talk about you, all right, to the Most High, man. Okay, that's how it goes. It's an order to things. Okay, all right. The elites, all right, of Esau, Edom, is not gonna come out himself, all right, and be your president. All right, so Joe Biden is just a placeholder. He's just there to run his mouth to keep you people in, you know, in your comforts, in your delusion. That's it. All right, while the elites are pulling the strings behind closed